The student file is arguably the most useful tool in MySuccess. The student file is where we, as a college, share information about a student that can help us all to better support and advise the student. To access the student file in MySuccess, you can type the student's name into the search bar and click on their name when it appears. You can also click on a student's name anywhere in MySuccess if it is written in blue font, and that will also pull up their file. Here are some highlights of the student file. All of the information you need will be contained in these tabs along the side. The Overview tab, while helpful, does not usually go in as much depth as advisors or faculty would like, so I always advise that people explore the tabs below the Overview. The first tab I'd like to explore is the Info tab. In the Info tab, you have basic information about when the student was admitted to the college, demographics including important pieces of information that pertain to retention, their programs of study, whether they've changed them throughout the years and when they were declaring their majors, and then the term status. The term status helps you figure out how many credits a student has taken throughout their academic history at SLCC and gives you an overall idea of the student's progress academically. Here I would like to make an important note that faculty are going to see this information slightly differently than staff. Faculty only have access to grade information and academic records when it pertains to their own classes that they've taught the student. In other words, faculty will not see all of these grades like our direct advisors do. The next tab I would like to briefly highlight is our Courses tab. The Courses tab lists all of the courses that the student is currently enrolled in at SLCC. For faculty and staff, the name of the instructor of the course will be listed. However, only staff will see the last day that they access the course and the grades. Faculty will not see grades or when students are accessing courses unless it's for their course that they are teaching. The next tab I would like to point out is our Tracking tab. Our Tracking tab includes any flags raised by staff or faculty at the institution. Typically, faculty are the ones raising the flags right now, and flags are associated with a student needing additional support in a course. Being able to quickly check whether or not a student has a flag will help you determine whether or not you need to bring up this information specifically during a meeting with the student. Again, as a quick note, faculty will only see the flags associated with their own course that they themselves have raised. The next tab I want to focus on is the Meetings tab. The Meetings tab helps you get a feel for how many meetings the student has had with other staff members. While I do recommend exploring this tab a little bit, I would highly recommend that you work on the Notes tab when it comes to preparing a student meeting. The Meetings tab, while helpful to understand how the student has interacted with the college, does not give you all of the notes and information that may have been recorded in the student file by other staff members. The Notes tab, on the other hand, does include all notes added to the student file by another staff member. The Notes tab will include any comments written by staff members after an appointment, so essentially the outcomes of the appointments are included in the Notes tab. In addition to appointment outcomes, other notes are added to the student file during non-appointment interactions with the student. This could include one-off phone calls or emails. To dive deeper into what the note discusses, you'll click on the plus button next to the note. In this example, you'll see that an email was sent to the student. In this appointment comment example, you'll see the outcome of the appointment included removing a hold and explaining registration. Reading the student's notes before you have a meeting with the student will help you prepare your meeting better. It will additionally help you avoid having the same conversation that another staff member has already had, instead leaving time for you to expand on the conversation and go further with the student. The final tab that I want to highlight is the Network tab. This tab will show you all of the people at Salt Lake Community College who are attached to the student in some way. In this example, you will see the academic advisors assigned to this student. This student is a general studies student, so they will have multiple academic advisors. But if a student has their program declared, they will only have one academic advisor listed as their primary academic advisor. Additionally, you will see any instructors that the student is currently taking classes with and their contact information. The third group of people you'll see is people that are supporting the student through other student success offices on campus. For example, we have an Office of Diversity and Multicultural Affairs representative listed in this student's network. This just shows us that there's another office on campus who is connected to the student and actively providing them support. The biggest use for the network tab is that you're able to identify the main person in each office that's meant to support the student. If you're referring the student to one of the offices on campus, you'll be able to come to this network tab to see the best person to have them talk to. That way you can refer them to a person instead of just an office. Additionally, you can hand the student their contact information directly so that the student can reach out. The MySuccess network is helpful for staff and faculty, but it also helps students figure out who to reach out to at the college. Students will see their MySuccess network as soon as they log into MySuccess and can click on any support person's name to see their contact info or make an appointment if the person has made that an option. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the student profile in MySuccess. We hope you find this helpful.